All right, guys. Good evening to our first call in May. It is Monday, May 2nd already. This is going to be a jam-packed call, so I hope that you guys have your pen and paper out and you're ready to rock and roll. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bozzo. I am the founder of Legacy United. I have been a coach for my 3-year anniversary is actually on May 6th. So it's coming up quick. I'm pretty excited about it. So, I'm a 10-star diamond, 2-time elite coach, and I don't know. I'm just excited to share with you guys.
I need a paper and
This
pen.
whole month is going to be a series on running effective challenge groups. So as you guys hop on, if you could mute yourself, that would be great so we don't get any background noises. All right. So tonight is Running Effective Challenge Groups Part 1 with myself and Jen Guthrie. I'm going to go through what's up, Jen? I'm going to go through a couple announcements like super quick because I want the meat of the call to be all of our content tonight. So I just want to welcome all of our brand new coaches this week. So we have 47 new coaches on this list just in this past week. So I'm really excited to welcome all of you on this list to Legacy United. And I really hope that some of you, it would be cool if all of you were on this call or at least listening to the playback. So I just want to give you a warm welcome to Legacy United, and I'm really excited to have you on the team. Next is our May Challenge Pack offers. So this month is Insanity Max 30 Challenge Pack is $140 for the US dollars, and then the Insanity Max Kickstart and Shakeology Challenge Pack is $180. So the Kickstart comes with your program, your Shakeology, and the 3-day refresh. So making sure that you're putting that out there for your customers if it's something that you've done. It's a pretty cool program. I love it. It's a great one for sure. And then the Size and Shakeology Challenge Pack is also $140, and the Size Kickstart is $180. So those are our challenge pack offers for May. And then also I'm just going to throw in there Summit. So guys, if you have not gotten registered for Summit yet, make sure that you do that. Make sure you're at least on the wait list. You can check the FAQs. You can check our team page. You can ask questions anywhere you need to. I will direct you to where you need to be if you're like a brand new coach, or if you're like, I want to go to Summit, but I don't know how. Summit is for everyone. Even if you signed up today as a coach, Summit is in at the last week in July. So this is the best thing that you could ever invest in for your business, is to get to Summit. We have a Legacy United is going to Nashville page. We have a big Dream Team is going to Nashville page, so you don't have to worry if you don't have a place to stay yet or anything like that. There will be people needing roommates. There's going to be people probably offering up some extra hotel rooms. It kind of all falls into play between now and July. So take this leap of faith and commit to going to Summit. It will be the best investment that you've ever done in your business. All right, so next, just look for at the pinned post at the top of our Legacy United page. Every week, I give you guys kind of like the extras and the fluff updates. I'll be making that video tomorrow for you guys, so that way we can kind of keep our call just to what the topic is. So with further ado, here we go. We are going to hop right into how to run successful challenge groups. So guys, I'm going to start this by just showing you my calendar. So this is what I do. I want to first really kind of just break it down for you to show you this is where it starts. It is your business hours. It's knowing what you're inviting to. It's setting up your power hour in order to know what it is you're doing with your business. You know, you come into this business and it is all new. And some of you are here because you're like, I want to make this a full-time business. This is so cool. I want to either stay home with my kids. I want to quit my full-time job. You know, it's just something that you know that you want to do full-time. Some others, you're like, this is pretty cool. I got some results from a challenge group. I think that maybe I want to dabble in this and run some challenge groups on my own, make a little bit of extra cash while I'm helping some people. So no matter where you're at, I'm going to define this. We'll get into hobby coach versus business building coach a little bit into the call. But no matter if you are here as a hobby coach or a business building coach, you should be running challenge groups every month. non-negotiable. That is what you do to help 3 people a month, no matter what. So as we go along, you can see my calendar here. You know, I have a challenge group that started today, and then all of my coaching groups, everything kicked off day 1 of everything today. And then I know that I'm inviting 2 challenge groups for the next 2 weeks. So you can kind of see where I have highlighted here where I'm inviting to challenge groups, because I know what it is that I'm inviting to. So I have my challenge group starting today, and then I have another challenge group starting on the 16th of this month, because I know that it's a longer month. April was kind of like a slower month in business world. So I also wanted to start a challenge group for kind of any of my personally sponsored coaches who just needed a place to invite challengers to. That's why I'm starting one today. All right. You need to realize this one thing. Think ahead, plan ahead, schedule ahead, and then get out of your own head and drive your business. Don't think, this is what I did whenever I came into the business. I was like, oh, I'm going to put a post up on Facebook just this one time, and then see if people want to join a challenge group. And if they don't, then, you know, maybe I'll try again next week. Like, that was my mentality whenever I first came into the business. Nix it, guys. I'm going to use something that maybe I used on the last team call. I don't remember. And I don't know why, but it just keeps sticking with me, because you have to plan ahead. Challenge groups take a good 2 weeks to invite to before you start to get traction where people are actually interested or responding to your messages. It's always a 2 to 3 week planning ahead schedule. So I was watching a commercial the other night, and it was the Billboard Music Awards. This was like last week or the week before. And it was like catchy and bright colors, and they were talking about all these cool singers who were going to be performing and the presenters. And I was just like, dang, I want to watch that. When is that show going to be on? And the date was May 22nd, I think. And I was like, great learning lesson right here. That's a commercial. They are planning that commercial a month in advance. They are going to run that commercial through the ringer. We're going to see that flashy, you know, watch me sign every single day as you're watching TV. So I was like, guys, think of your challenge group invites as a commercial on TV. This is what we do. It has to be every day, and that's why it's so important to be posting on your social media site 3 to 5 times a day. And once a day, it should always be geared around your challenge group, an invite talking about the weight loss or the results that your challengers are getting, what you're doing and what you're getting, all of that good stuff that all comes into it. So planning it out during your power hour, which is focused time spent on specific growth-minded tasks to move your business forward. So we have power hour signs everywhere. Power hour should be inviting. You should be doing your own workout. You should always be the product of the product. You should be adding at least 3 new people to your Facebook page, doing your 3 vital behaviors. Your personal development has to be in there. Inviting to your challenge group constantly every single day. It's how you build that momentum. Okay, guys? So, you know, kind of then what's next? I want you to make sure that you're establishing a schedule that's exciting. I can tell you 100%, sitting here 3 years into my business, and I still cannot wait to get up and work my business. Like, I thoroughly enjoy it. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't days or weeks or times that it's kind of like, oh my goodness, like, you know, we get into that little bit of a little funk, or where, I won't even say funk, but where the business is not as booming, as exciting, like it's a harder month or, you know, harder time in the business. That happens to all of us. But I get excited because I'm intentional with what it is that I'm doing. And I know that through the good times and the bad, I'm persevering and I'm going to carry my team. And I'm going to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can by example to show you guys what we do as coaches. So, you know what? If you're someone and you're hitting that snooze button, use those 6 to 10 minutes to visualize your day. Visualize your goals. Anticipate things that might derail you, but still have your plan. That's what I do. I turn my I turn my personal development on as soon as my alarm goes off. And I just kind of like lay there and kind of wake up for about that first 10 minutes and just start thinking about my day. And then I get pumped up. I play the same song every morning, my new favorite station. You guys have heard me talking about it. You know, that Too Legit to Quit. I swear I play that whenever I'm headed out to the garage in the morning just to pump up. And that's whenever I do my workout. I set timers. So during that power hour, I spend 15 minutes solid inviting people to my challenge group. Once my timer goes off, I'm moving on to my next task, which is then inviting to the business. I take 15 minutes and I invite people that I feel would make great coaches on my team, and I talk to them about that. And then I go into the next thing. I kind of treat it like it is like we're back in high school, right? Where we have the timer that goes off or the bell that rings, and we have to make sure that we're moving on to the next class. That's what I do. And then I have to give myself brain breaks throughout the day. So I'm not like sitting at the computer forever. I have my time where I'm like, okay, 1 hour, then I get up and go for a walk or, you know, fold some laundry, come back, do X, Y, or Z, you know, whatever my schedule allows for that day is what it is that I am focused on. And then ending my work day with something positive. And this goes for you, Beachbody, your full-time job, you know, on your way home, on your commute, listen to a podcast, personal development, music that you like, something like that. So yeah, so anyways, just really focusing on that, motivating yourself. So, and then as you do that, you're going to be more inclined to say, okay, yes, I'm pumped up. Let's keep inviting people to my challenge group. So something that I'm going to show you guys tonight is how to create some events. This is just another option for you to make some changes in what you're doing for the business. So I actually did this event. It was a free group, and I ran it last week. Excuse me. I called it Blast the Belly Fat. So my tip for creating a free group is to name it something catchy that you know that like every woman wants. Now, are we going to blast belly fat in 5 days? No, we all know that, right? But most people want a quick fix or something. So I had, I think I don't know, I guess I cut it off. I think I had 140 some people in this free 5-day group. So all that I did, and I guess this is kind of too small over here. I'll just post the slides for you guys in the team page, but you know, I just made it really catchy and talked about what I was doing. And every morning I just uploaded a quick little like, okay, do a plank, do burpees, do squats. And then I made a video of myself doing like 2 of each move, and I uploaded it into the group. And I just stayed engaged. I uploaded a meal plan for everyone. And then at the end on the last day, as I was engaged, I was private messaging people throughout that were really participating. And I just made sure to form relationships. I did not talk about Shakeology. I did not talk about my challenge groups. I strictly kept it to a relationship building group. And then this is what I used then on Friday. I had written a blog post. So I went into that group and I said, hey, you know what, guys, I have an exclusive new challenge group that's going to be a continuation from what we're doing here. I know most of you loved the moves. This was a preview of what you will be getting with my challenge group for the next 30 days, you know, and then I laid out X, Y, and Z, what we're going to be doing. And I said, you have first access. I'll give you until May 5th. To place your order. You'll get a shout out in this group, and this is what we're going to do together. And I actually had a few people who have actually placed their order. Now, is it going to be where it's just that quick and easy every time? No, not necessarily. However, I formed a lot of really great relationships. I met some really great people. Some are not going to join my challenge group, but some might, and I'm going to keep that group open. And then you saw on my calendar, so here, go back. So on the 31st, I'm starting a Memorial Day refresh free group. I just called it like Memorial Day refresh. It's a free group. I'm going to do it for 5 days. Basically the same thing, how to like lose the fluff after Memorial Day is kind of my game plan. So I'm planning ahead a month in advance, but I'm keeping it that same group open, and I'm just going to delete all of the posts that I've already done, and I'm going to start fresh. So that way the women who are already in that group, they're going to be going through my next free group, and you know, you never know, it could just cycle back through. So creating events, you can also create an event in the same way for your challenge groups. You can run a challenge group event where you're, created on your personal page. If you have a like page, you can use that. And all you do is create the event and you just invite all of your friends to it. I literally go down and just click like every person that is on my Facebook friends list. I don't think about it. I don't prejudge. I just add them to that. And I post about what my challenge group is about. But let me tell you guys, you still have to private message people to form relationships. It's not going to be just like them clicking on this event and saying, yes, I'm going, and then they're going to automatically buy a challenge pack. This is just kind of a way for you to filter, so anyone who clicks interested or going to your event, that's kind of like a clue for you to say, okay, cool, I'm going to private message them and start asking them some questions. What are their health and fitness goals? What is it that they'd like to achieve over the next 30, 60, 90 days? What does their nutrition look like? Kind of all those step-by-step guides that you guys have to ask a lot of questions to get to know your challengers or your potential challengers. And then you go into your challenge group. Where are you going to also know where you're going to create your challenge group? This is very important. Are you going to use the My Challenge Tracker portal, where it's the app on your phone to run your challenge group? Or are you going to do it through a private Facebook page? Decide. I love the My Challenge Tracker portal. It's really cool. You can have it. It's an app on my phone, so I can just check in with my challenge groups. It's great, especially for people too who don't have Facebook. Wonderful thing. If you have not gotten to know it yet, please go to this mychallengetrackerportal.com/home. I have it up here for you guys, and you can watch the tutorial. There's a video explaining everything and how to do it. And then also the teambeachbody.com My Challenge Tracker app. That's where you can download it on any of your smart devices. Next, now some of you may have noticed that a lot of us coaches use applications. So you can say, I'm accepting 5 people into my next challenge group that starts on May 16th. We're going to do 30-minute workouts. You'll get a free meal plan, a grocery shopping list. You've probably seen my posts or other awesome coach posts on our team. Fill out my application for details. This is easy. So it's super simple. It's www.woofu.com. You have 3 free applications that you can create. And if you want to change the URL once you're finished with that, so it just kind of like comes up with like, it doesn't say Woofu on it. You can change the URL at bit.ly. So play around with it if you have some extra time and you want to have that application. And then next, kind of the challenge group 101, okay? So getting down into your challenge group. So now that you have your challenge group set up, right? You've decided you're inviting people to your challenge groups every single day. You're private messaging at least 3 to 5 people. What are you saying? You're going to have to require a challenge pack, guys. What in the heck? There's like little red streaks coming on my screen. That's weird. I don't know how that just happened. If you guys can see like red streaks on my slide. So anyways, you have to start getting comfortable with requiring a challenge pack. At first, when you're a new coach, it seems foreign and it feels like sometimes we're requiring something and we don't understand why. This is why you require a challenge pack. First of all, you use the product. You use Shakeology. You're getting results by using the product, by using the fitness program, by using Shakeology. That is your service that you're providing. They get you as their coach. You should be putting the emphasis on what you're providing in the challenge group with all of these other amazing women who are on the same mission as as all of the other challengers are. And the added bonus to getting access into your challenge group is then the challenge pack. All right? Believe in yourself enough to have confidence in talking about it this way. I cannot even tell you guys, my first month as a coach, I bribed my friends and my mom to buy challenge packs. Candace is online. She was my one best friend who bought a challenge pack that month. And guess what? She's still here almost 3 years later as a rock star coach. Guys, she was one of my first challenge pack purchases, my mom and my husband, okay? That's how I hit Success Club my first month. And then my second month as a coach, I totally bombed. I did my invites. I sent everything like I thought I was supposed to be doing, but I took a step back after I totally crapped out in the month of June of 2013. And I was like, what in the world did I do wrong? I sent out all of these invites. I only had one person who committed to a challenge group with me. What I was doing wrong is I did not have belief in myself. I did not have confidence, and it was radiating through my long messages that I was sending people and word vomiting all over them. That was my problem. I was not putting any value on our products. I was not putting any value on myself. I was apologizing for price most of the time. And finally, at the end of that month, I said, why am I apologizing for something that I have believed in for years? And I did a complete and total 180, and I dove into my personal development. And I'm like, no, this is my way to help other people. And this is the way that by helping other people, I'm going to help my family and start to achieve some goals. So that's what I did. My goal was always no less than 3 people for my challenge group, because that was going to get me to Success Club, which is a must. Again, no matter what kind of a coach you decide to be, Success Club is the #1 priority that you need to make. And then engaging with your challengers and your challenge group at least twice a day. Check into your challenge groups. Guys, do your morning post. I do mine I try to have it done between anywhere 6 and 8 in the morning. And then just checking in. If you're paired up, which I totally suggest, find some like-minded coaches on our team. Make some friends. Pair up and do challenge groups together. That's how I did it my first year. I always ran it with friends. And I never just comment on my own challengers' stuff. That's so deflating for other people, where maybe like they see me just commenting on only my challengers' posts that they're doing in the challenge groups. No, I want you guys to make sure that you are commenting and you're giving hope and inspiration and just motivating every single person who's commenting or making a post or anything. Just really pump them up and show them that we are just like we're a united front. Consistency and just showing up every single day. Now, there will be sometimes that groups just totally fail. Nobody participates. There's not much interaction. You know what? You still lead the way. Show up every day. Do those posts. Send those messages to those challengers. Just check in with them. All right, sometimes groups don't do great, and other times groups are like on top of the world and everybody's posting. You never know what you're going to get, but just make sure that you are not giving up and that you're showing up. You know, A+ customer service is your mission. Then asking for referrals. Guys, this is how you build a business. Ask your friends, hey, do you have 3 friends who want to join the challenge group with you? You know, how about your mom or a coworker, your best friend, your neighbor, you know, anything like that you guys can do to just then add value. So back that I was talking about my free group that I did, the #1 thing that I made them do, they had to like my like page, and then they had to share my post on their wall, and they had to bring at least 1 friend into my free group. That's just me gaining more referrals and me gaining more friends on Facebook. That's what you guys can do as well, okay? Hey, if you guys are hopping on, if you don't mind muting yourselves, I'm hearing a lot of background noise, and I can't figure out how to mute everyone while I'm doing screen share. Thanks, guys. All right, and then moving into, okay, so you have your challenge group. You're getting your people. As they sign up with their challenge pack, just filter them into your challenge group. Even say your challenge group doesn't start until the 16th, but you sell the challenge pack tomorrow. Put that challenger into the challenge group that you have created, so that way you don't forget about them. They have a home, everything's already set up, and just have like a little post in your challenge group that's like, hey, we're kicking off on this date, get to know one another. I'm super pumped up to help you reach your health and fitness goals. Something short, sweet, and to the point with that. And then this is our team website. So you guys, if you are not utilizing www.teamlegacyunited.com, please do so. You can find every single thing you have ever needed or will ever need in this website. So I pulled it up. This is what it looks like whenever you log in. If you go over to the quick tools and guides and scroll down right there, I have it explained to you how to run a challenge group, and then the challenge group guides and templates. You guys, like every type of challenge group, free group, meal plan, workbooks, what to give your challengers. It's all there. You don't even have to think. You just have to copy and paste. So anyone can run a challenge group, all right? It's always just utilizing your resources and getting out of your own head if you have any doubts that are like filling you. Just pair up and have some fun and do it. Let me take a little drink here real quick. Again, I have no idea how those like little red lines got on my screen, so I'm going to go with it. So let's move kind of into the power of inviting through a personal connection. Do you ever sit there for a few minutes at your computer or you have your phone and you ever think about how it would make you feel if this person joined? So you have your list. You should always be working from a list of, I keep my list between 25 and 50 people that I'm constantly like just highlighting the names as I go. But before I do that, I'm going to always make sure that I know who the person is. I've looked at them on Facebook, and I want them to join me. So it's someone that I feel like I could connect with. And I really think about the person on the other side of the message. I'm not just sending a random message, copy and pasting it to 15 people, all right? I'm taking the time to get to know them through their social media site, all right? And then, do you ever allow yourself to connect with whatever positive memory you have? So if you know this person, think of something that has happened in the past. Tell them about it. Just making sure that you're really keying in on making it personal, and then going straight into your personal invite. So this is actually just an invite that I had found from another coach, but I thought that it was great because it says, why them? So it just says, hey, Jess, how are you doing? What are you up to these days? Blah, 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 like it goes on. Why them? So right here it says, well, I like to reach out to positive, inspiration women who commit to things 110%, and that's how I thought of you. Just really pumping them up, giving them a compliment, sharing a personal memory that you had, and then you can do a one-sentence invite to your upcoming challenge group, and then tell them how they would benefit from the group. And then finally, the person always comes first and last. So you always open with the person, and you close it. So after you do your invite, this was great. She said, regardless, how are you now? What is going on? What are you up to these days? Always end it with an open-ended question. That's my tip to you guys for sure. And then going on to, are you committed to standing by them? I'm the follow-up queen, and you guys should all be too. Follow-ups are where your challenge pack sale and where your coaches are always going to come from. And it's not just going to be the second or the third follow-up. Most of the time, it's you following up at least 7 to 10 times with someone. So I loved this. April 3rd. So it was literally like every 3 to 5 days, there was a follow-up going on from April 3rd all the way down till June 3rd when this person just signed up for a challenge pack. All right. So guys, do you see? It's like a lot of follow-ups. And for me, I'm always just like, hey, just checking in. Hey, I just didn't know if you saw my message. Hey, I know that sometimes life gets busy, so I just wanted to check in. I know you were interested in my upcoming challenge group. I have another one starting on this date. Are you interested in that one? Like, it's always about the follow-ups that I am doing. And then the what ifs. So what if they say no? Is this like the negative talk that you guys say to yourself sometimes? What if they say no? I've been there. But what if they say yes? Start teaching your mind to go for the positives. What if they say yes? And then like the negative aspect would be, well, what if they get mad? What if they're flattered that you thought of them and think that like, oh my gosh, it's so cool that so-and-so is reaching out to me to invite me to this awesome challenge group? What if they don't want anyone to, or what if they don't want anyone to ask? What if they're waiting for you to ask? What if they're just sitting there seeing your posts on Facebook and thinking, man, wish somebody would ask me to be in something? Most people are not going to message you. You can put on there, message me for details every single post. Most of the time, nobody's going to message. I message people, and that's how I get my challengers and my coaches for my team, because I reach to them. And then what if this makes no difference in my life? That's a what if. But what if this saves someone's life? I've had 3 challengers now who have lost over 100 pounds with me. That brings me to my knees. I saved their life. Like, I played a part in saving them, because who knows where they would be right now. And I love chatting with them because that just brings me back to the why we are doing this. It's just so incredible. So really, guys, it's the start that stops most people. So I want you to make sure that you're doing this. Don't overthink. Overthinking is going to kill your business. Just do it. Do what you've done and inspire others to do the same through challenge groups, through your program, through Shakeology, through personal development. Share your life. So I want you to take out a piece of paper and I want you to put these 3 terms: personal, team, and customer and challengers. What few things each day can you do personally that's going to help you grow out of your comfort zone, that's going to help you grow as a person, and that's going to make you move forward with your own life, with your own goals, and what it is that you want to do as a coach? And then team goals. So maybe you're a brand new coach and you're like, I don't have a team yet. Well, you know what you do? You write down the names of the people that you want to join your team. You write down the qualities of the people that you want to be on your team. Integrity, fearless, confidence. Like, you write down what it is that you have dreamed up for your vision of your team. And then write down some things that you could do for your customers and your challengers. Maybe do a prize giveaway in your next challenge group. Maybe send some handwritten cards to all the people who join your challenge group. Send a quick email just saying, hey, how are you doing? All these little things are adding value not only to their life, but it's helping you too. A+ customer service is where it's at. All right, so with that, I'm actually going to turn it over to Jen, and she's going to finish it out because we are going to start, she's going to go over and start with hobby habits versus business habits. Jen, are you there?
Yay! Okay, so hobby habits versus business habits. When it comes to your challenge groups and working with challengers, the ultimate goal is to have them reach all kinds of success. You want them to lose weight if that was their goal. You want them to get that definition and toning they were looking for if that's their goal. So hobby habits, not posting consistently on Facebook, not hitting Success Club, pinball coaching, blame game, talking like your challenger signed up with you because they wanted your help. And that's important to remember. So if you do choose to have a hobby business, there are a few non-negotiables that still need to be met, just as your loyalty to someone who entrusted you with their, first of all, their finances, like their lifestyle, and they want you to help them. All right, so business habits, watching for Facebook post opportunities, hitting Success Club, then helping others, consistency within your team page, reflecting and doing. And it's the same things that we say all the time, guys. Just stay consistent with what you're doing. I'm 100% proof that being consistent over time pays off big when it comes down to it. All right, Val's running my slides so we can go to the next one. Yay. All right, common pitfalls, traps, and success blockers. All right, comparison and impatience. So raise your hand. Yes, I'm totally going teacher mode on you in honor of National Teacher Appreciation Week. Raise your hand if you have compared yourself to another coach. Everyone's hand can be raised because we all do it. But guys, it is such a success blocker for your business. Like, I'm telling you, when you do that, you are giving up on yourself 5 seconds before your own personal miracle. So try not to do that. When you catch yourself doing it, talk to someone. Like, when I know for me, I usually call Alden and say, you know, you got to talk me off a ledge here. And she does, and it helps because we all go through it. Low self-esteem, feeling unworthy or unimportant. You know how this made you feel when you started this adventure. So you just have to think, if you can help one person feel as good as you did after your first challenge group, then it's a success. Just one person. That's all that matters. If you're lacking self-confidence, wow, big one. We all have those days. You're going to have to fake it till you make it, guys. That's just what I'm going to say. If you are a new coach and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so much info, challenge groups, challenger, Success Club, Emerald Coach, what does all this mean? You have to just have that inner confidence that you're going to figure it out, because you are going to figure it out. Fear of failure or success. Oftentimes in our minds, when we're on the verge of failure or success, we talk ourselves out of it because it's scarier to actually follow through with it than it is to just call it quits. All right, perfectionism, the curveballs, rejecting the learning process. I love this because it all comes down to being coachable. If you are struggling with your challenge groups, please team up with your upline coach. I know with all my heart they'd be more than happy to work with you on that. All right, self-limiting beliefs, false information, pride, fear of judgment, or sleepwalking. Okay, I love the last one, going through the motions. So sometimes I get guilty of going through the motions in my challenge groups. Now, here's the post. But I find when I'm invested and I am present and I give myself time to read through my challenge group for the day, my challengers always have success. So that is 100% going to rise and fall with you. You have to know that. Whether you use Challenge Tracker, whether you use Facebook, you have to be present for at least a little bit a day in there, communicating with your challengers, making sure they're getting to success. For example, I had a group with Challenge Tracker last month, and I'll throw my own self under the bus here. I don't really like Challenge Tracker. I'm learning to, and so I wasn't very present. Scheduled my post, whatever. But this month, I've already had so much success from my challengers, and it's been 3 days just because I'm invested in that group and that page, and I'm making it a priority to check in during each day. All right, next slide. All right, a group of people who experience fear, and it's called everybody. I love that. All right, whenever you have that fear of failure or that fear of sending that message or running your own challenge group, just do it anyways, because the worst that can happen is someone is going to respond with, no, I'm not interested right now. Like, that's the worst that can happen to you in this business. I don't know about you, but that's like some awesome pros because, you know, there's no other job like that. Like, where the worst thing can happen is someone says no. So just remember that that's it. And you can survive it so you can keep moving on from it. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, this is so funny. Embracing the awkward phase of your business. I would say the awkward phase is around that 3-month mark where you're like, yeah, all right, I know what I'm doing. I can totally do this now. Oh, wait, no, I still need help. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Wait, what? We all go through it, but you just have to own it. Find a business, it says BFF, but you can find a success partner. I know I talk to Marcy a lot. We get resources from each other. We share each other's opinions with one another, give each other ideas. Don't compare, and write down what's working for you. I know Val touched on this a few times, but if you have an idea, guys, write it down. Talk to the team about it. Communication is key in this business, and you know you got to communicate in order to get the feedback that you need to grow. All right. The zombie biz awakening. It's hilarious. All right. We all go through a phase, and I just went through one last month. You have to understand that businesses have ebbs and flows. Like any business, doesn't matter if you're Walmart, Target, didn't even mean to say that. That's funny. Walmart, Target. I know like my parents own a tattoo shop. You own a Beachbody business. It is never going to just be this steady uphill because that's not how the business world works. You are going to have an ebb and flow. You're going to have seasons that are more successful than other seasons. But when it comes down to it, when you strip all that away, the real dedicated people can stick through those tough seasons without giving up, because it's those tough seasons that help you figure out why you're really here. So connect those goals to your why and give meaning to those struggles. So for me last month, it was just a really slow month for me. And I was like, man, this is awful. But I had forgotten why I do this. So once I refocused, took a step back, it became easy again. So you just kind of have to put your headphones on and block out everything else and just remember what you're doing and make it fun. The second this business is not fun anymore is the second you know it's time to take a step back and reevaluate what exactly you're doing in your business. All right, let's keep going. All right, I'm just going to read this slide because it's so great. The road to success is not straight. There's a curve called failure, a loop called confusion, speed bumps called friends, red lights called enemies, caution lights called family, and flats called jobs. But if you have a spare called determination, an engine called perseverance, insurance called faith, and a driver from above, you will make it to a place called success. And this is true, guys, because whatever you're going through, whether you're struggling in your business, your personal life, your outside of Beachbody job, like you have to believe that you're going to be successful or you're just not going to be. I say this a lot of times when I talk on calls. No one is going to be there to push you off of your ledge. You're going to have that courage to jump yourself. We're all going to be there cheering for you, but at the end of the day, you're the one who has to make the decision. All right, let's keep going. Your call to action. So set a challenge group date. If you are a new coach, Your upline coaches most likely already have a date plan to run your group with you. Remember, you do not have to start this business just running groups all on your own. We're not going to do that to you. Decide if you're using Tracker or Facebook. I recommend one or the other. Don't try to do both because you're going to get distracted. Invite to your challenge groups. Set your work hours. Like for me, I work 2 hours in the evening. Commit to 3 to 5 people in your group. And start looking. If people are really giving you traction on your page, liking everything you post, then they're interested and it's totally okay to reach out to them. In the meantime, for yourself, your challenges for the week, make sure you are following your program, drinking your Shakeology, personal development, posting 3 to 5 times a day, and inviting. Because ultimately, this is going to get you to Success Club. And this is what I told my team yesterday. It is May 2nd. You have a whole month. This is a clean slate. So whatever happened in April is officially behind you. And I was watching The Lion King with my students today where Rafiki like hits him on the head with that stick. And Simba's like, "Ow, that hurt." And he's like, "Yep, it hurts, but it's in the past. Who cares?" So that's the mindset you have to have at the beginning of the month going into this, and just believe you can do it. And I know you're going to have a great month and you're going to rock it. So that's all I have for you guys. Val, you want to finish up?
Thanks, Jen. That was awesome. I just stopped our screen share because, I mean, really, we're all done. But I want to open it up. If you guys have any questions, you can unmute yourself or you can type in the chat bar. I know somebody's got to have a question. Anybody? No? You're all ready to do your challenge groups? You're all ready to hit Success Club? That's what I like right there. So I will end it with this. Like, guys, my focus is always like now today, sat at this computer, I sent out my invites, I did follow-up. I was like, bring it. Because my mindset, I want to hit Success Club 5 by the 5th and 10 by the 10th. That is always how I have run my business. And I drive it hard because I do not want to be sitting at the computer on the last day of the month basically begging for people to order challenge packs, because I have been there. The first year of your business is the hardest, I promise you. It is kind of like you're finding your footing. And then once, like, I loved how Jen was like, around month 3, you're like, I got this. Like, I know what I'm doing. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, no, I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of always back and forth like that. But really, like, your first year, it kind of like goes up and down. So just if you push yourself so hard to where it's non-negotiable. Whenever I say that, like, you don't even understand, guys. I literally tell myself that I could not provide for my kids if I did not hit Success Club by the 10th. Does it mean I always do it? No, I don't always do it, but 95% of the time I have Success Club by the 10th of the month because I'm intentional. I have such a purpose. I'm getting to know and build relationships and getting to know people. And I'm just like, I want this so badly. And that way it kind of like alleviates the stress. And then the rest of the month, as you guys saw my calendar, then the rest of the month I can really focus on inviting some people to coaching, because that's the next step. That's the next level. So if you can get yourself into that routine of hitting Success Club, even like break the month up into halves. For you, if you can hit Success Club by the 15th, and then you're there, and switch gears, and then the 15th through the end of the month, just start talking to people about the business, what you love about it, why you're doing this, paint that vision, and then just start doing your invites to coaching. We'll get into that more next week. Danielle Tucker and Candace Olin are actually hosting our call next week, and they are going to be talking about how to have great success in your challenge groups, have your challengers get great results, and then converting them to coaches. So they'll definitely dive deep into that one. But guys, this is how it works. It's always going to be the same. And that calendar that I showed you, that's been the exact same rhythm that I've had since January. And I could show you my calendar for June, July, August. It's always going to look the same. My challenge groups are always going to be the third Monday of every month. We're always going to have a business opportunity call towards the end of the month. It's just like moving it to the next month. So if you can kind of get into that routine of where you don't feel like you're just grasping at straws all the time. It will naturally happen for you. I do promise you that. Right now, it's just, dive in, get your challenge groups up and running, and ask questions if you have any. But be resourceful, guys. And I want to see every single person on this team at Success Club this month because I know that you can do it. If there's no more questions, if there's no questions, then I am going to close it out tonight. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.